Here you go. Don't complain anymore. Oh, is it? Backfired.
I was like, what are you telling me to look at?
What? Das. So Mac today stopped in. We arm wrestled. I sent him back home
Are
packing.
you checking our questions?
Huh?
Are you checking our questions?
We're gonna go over them, yeah.
Okay, well, I didn't turn them in.
Wait, you turned them in?
No, I didn't.
I was gonna say, how could you? I didn't have a son.
That means technically it wasn't homework.
True. I was gonna do the same tonight, but we'll just discuss it in class. I actually kind of talked about these questions already.
What's been our opinion?
Yeah, but I said about like the development of the car, like post World War II, like how the economy changed, how there's more resources available, social media can you mention? I think I said that yesterday in class.
I know you're talking about war yesterday.
Well, just how it changed, like with products and goods and with cars, traveling locations, you get to see your significant other more. Now with social media, you can say that constant connection. Oh, I remember back in the days. I'll just save it. One time, AOL. You guys remember that or not? Instant messenger on the computer. Really, Madden? Do you? You probably had Club Penguin. Hey,
Yeah,
what's
we
up?
did.
I know you did.
Yeah, we used to do that like
Uvu.
That was like our kids' FaceTime.
Chat your roulette. Chat roulette. Is that what's called?
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. Cool.
Anyone do stuff Skype?
No. FaceTime. Where's Sarah? Oh, cool. Future farming. There.
I don't think she's in here.
Why?
She won't be here Thursday, Friday.
What?
Thursday she's being Wisconsin too.
Oh. Was he?
It was a game, but he said he didn't see you. I asked him to run over and talk to you.
I was only there for a little bit.
I know, I saw you right there.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
It was getting kind of hectic there towards the end.
Yeah, it's horrible.
What was that all about?
Hey, you came in your wrestling five. Sorry.
No, it was just my lounge clothes. After wrestling, I put those on so I can just go home and relax. My sweats.
You don't have a Jedi costume.
I don't have a robe or nothing. No,
That's bad.
I don't.
I know you have a robe.
What? Do I look like the guy that have a robe?
Really?
Really?
Saber? Yeah.
I do not have a robe.
Based on your personality that you've shown us, I wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
A robe?
Yeah.
Or when you get mad at your girlfriend, you look up.
You're like, we're dueling this out now.
Try to force choke her. All right, here we go. A few types of relationships we discussed yesterday in class. What do we got? Relationships. What do we have? What do we got? Tegan, go ahead. Polygamy.
Polygamy.
All right.
The practice of marriage spouses.
Okay. All right. All right. Good job. Good job. So there's two versions that we went over yesterday in class, right? And what were they? You already said, well, you said polygamy is, yeah, there you go. There you go. All right. So one of them obviously detailing about, huh?
She said, do you want to know what they are?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I don't know. The first one
Polygamy. Oh, my knee. Oh,
Is marriage in which two women share a husband.
yeah. Okay. Good job. Good job.
And then
That's polyandry.
is marriage of a woman to two.
All right. Good job. Good job. So that kind of goes along the lines here. What are your views about it? What do you think? You don't think it's right? Okay. And what's that called? When you're loyal to one person, you only have one significant other. Let's say that. Monogamy. Good job. Good job. All right. So hypergamy. What does that mean, Chris? Why do
The
you?
action of marrying.
You cursed right when I asked you.
Oh, did I actually?
Yeah.
Oh,
Geez, I'm not like threatening you here. Just asked a question. If you get it wrong though.
what was it again?
No, I'm just kidding.
Hypergamy.
Hypergamy. Yeah. Go ahead.
Action of marrying or forming a sexual relationship with a person of superior sociological educational background.
Oh, okay. All right. So what was it? Gold digger, I said yesterday. Have you ever maybe get involved in that type of relationship? You wouldn't.
No, I don't think so.
Just for a brief time, like Anna Nicole
Until they
Smith did.
die.
I have to work hard on one.
Okay. All right. So those are your morals, huh? Those are your values. Okay, good. Roy, what about you? What do you think of hypergamy? Whatever. Just give a oh, whatever. Okay, all right. I was waiting for something. Leah, go ahead.
I said, I think it's kind of gross because there's usually a huge age gap, but I mean, if it works for them, it's whatever.
I mean, if you get lucky, you might really like a person, not know the rich, like those OP rich people. But then you marry that like get together. So,
Then you figured out,
those
oh,
are rich, like, up to their house,
you're like, sweet.
Yeah, there's some that actually care. about
Cha-ching.
it, But then there's others that like just sort of.
Then you're like, oh, raking in the cheddar cheese here. Can't wait. All righty. Okay, good. So what questions did we go over yesterday? Well, what is your initial reaction to the concept of a polygamous family? So kind of already talked a little bit about that, right? So are you guys ethnocentric here with that? Tegan is, right? Okay. Okay. So you can relate to it?
No.
It's either one or the other.
Well, I can't relate to it personally,
All right.
but people can do what they want.
All right. Yep. Yep. Okay, good. So how is their family different from what you think as a family? So obviously Christmas would be pretty cool. Maybe if you're a kid anyway. Or I don't know, your birthday would be awesome. All these gifts coming in. I'm just joking. Do you look at, okay, we already went over that. What is your role of culture and religion in this practice? What do you think here? Leah, go ahead.
I said different cultures and different religions practice differently, but as Christianity would be kind of part of that, and that would be frowned upon.
All right, yeah, and we talked yesterday about how monogamy is really that formal relationship we talked about yesterday, associated with most of us here, obviously, all of us. Should this practice be allowed by law? Why or why not? What do you think, Madden?
Yeah.
Yep.
I said it's nothing that is wrong for a
Wow, ethnocentric back there. Okay, Leah.
I said legally, I don't understand why it wouldn't be allowed as long as they're hurting anyone. So people can do what they want. Doesn't mean I would take part in it, but
If it's
I
part of the religion, free exercise clause. We talked about that in government.
oh, that's what
Look
I'm
at that. We're
saying.
bringing two classes together that you're in.
With the gold diggers, you know what?
Just get the cabin.
Just marry a really old lady.
Get the bag and leave.
Like on his last life.
Oh my gosh.
Sometimes they kill him
How many
off.
lives did he have?
But if he's like hospitalized, then I don't know, stay home, right?
Well,
Yeah,
You gotta do what you gotta do. If you're on the streets.
man, that's what the gold day. Okay. Do children complicate this type of lifestyle? Do you think this is a good way to raise a child? Huh? Well, if they're in a community that almost everybody's a part of it. Actually, what if they share the whole, all the, the whole family? Go ahead, Leah.
I said if they want to raise a child, they can. It's up to them to speak with the child, want people to support them and provide for them anyways. I mean, it might confuse them, the kid,
Yeah, how about it?
but.
I never met my fifth mother. What?
Oh.
Yeah, how do you go about that? All right, what are the benefits of this kind of lifestyle? Even if you don't agree with it. Bree, go ahead.
Always having a mom or a dad.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So unless something catastrophic happens.
You have like an explosion.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Madden?
Man had multiple lives and they had good jobs.
What's that? They all have jobs. They all lots. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're gonna have a lot of money. No problem with benefiting and holding up the household. Okay. Roy?
Send them to the fields, send the children to the fields.
Wow. Okay. All right. Can you imagine all those Christmas trees?
Nope, can't.
All right. Just joking. No, not. Okay.
We had as many times as yesterday.
No. I think we only have two.
We don't need to submit that.
Yeah.
What?
Doesn't even have it open for submission. So.
Nope. Good to go. Where are the terms? Aha, there they are. They're hiding behind the whoops. There you go. Cohabitation, propinquity. There you go.
Oh, I know what the first one is.
There you go. There you go. It's a little chilly in here. What do you think?
It's always cold in your room.
The first one, like,
No, it's cooler.
first one, like, friends with benefits.
No, it's just people living in the same place together.
Just kidding. Is everybody in here taking psych next semester? All right, good. My psych class this semester is very boring. They don't appreciate my jokes.
Any Christian in it?
Yeah. Yeah, I thought he'd be more all. Oh no. Guess not. Whatever. Where you going? Yeah, candy? Yeah, candy in class. And that's a rule. You're not supposed to.
Is that a chocolate one over there?
Sarah asked
Maybe.
if
The peanut butter.
Sarah asked
Yeah.
how they
Everyone.
Oh, chill for it.
$1.50.
Oh, you're making 50 cents off me, huh?
No, it
No,
was
that-
$1.50.
it was-
What?
This is $1.50 now.
I feel like $1 is that national good.
So if you bought one for me, they're $2.
Thanks, Biden. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, what-
No.
You said you don't
That's
like
always a
political.
thing. That's always a thing. Whoever the president is, you blame that.
You blame whoever's in charge.
Well, that like kind of started with Obama. Thanks, Obama. Right. Do you remember that? What? No, it's not at all. Jeez, killing me, man. All righty, so what do we have here? Let's go over the stimulus, value, role theory of mate selection. What was that all about here? There's 3 phases, 3 stages.
There is.
Put your phone away.
Stage, value stage.
Take it.
and role stage.
Stereotypes of me.
Stimulus stage, value stage, and role stage. So define them. Go ahead, Leah.
Stages to people attract each other in some superficial way. Value stages, compatibility is tested in terms of important things like religious beliefs, political experiences. And role stages, people then act the role of the couple as directed by society.
All right, good job. And then cohabitation, what does that mean? I'm sure you guys already have that. People living together, having sexual relations, okay. They're not married.
So
I
it
could-
is basically
Kind of.
Yeah, like,
Which is more accepted in today's world, just because it takes a little bit longer for people, I guess, to get married, right? The rates show that. I mean, I'm not married and I live with my girlfriend,
Yeah, but you sleep in.
but we sleep in different bedrooms. Yeah,
okay.
we're not married yet, so not fully cohabitation here.
Like friends with benefits, like.
No, there's no benefits.
They're just
Oh.
friends.
That's it.
No. Well, what do you define as benefits?
Oh. Splitting pay on the house.
Okay, then yes. All right. Propinquity. What do we got? What do we got here? Teagle, what do you got? Yeah, good job. Good job. So this is maybe basing a relationship off their location, right? So if you're close, right, depending on where you're located, chances are this relationship's going to form. And for the most part, everybody kind of follows suit with that, unless you have a long distance relationship. Anyway, yeah, there you go. There you go. I used to joke with my buddy. My ex-girlfriend actually lives like not even a mile away from my summer job. So I was like, oh man, if I was still dating her, I could just walk to work in the morning. How cool would that be? And he's like, what is wrong with you? You're like picking your relationships off a location. I'm like, yeah. And then when I get to my regular job, I go back to my other job. Polygamy. No, I'm just kidding. Just joking. Well, not really. I guess it works. Anyway, here we go. Here we go. Getting to it. Getting to it. So today I want to talk a little bit about some of these mate selection, gender roles. All right. So for the most part, just want to talk a little bit about machos and Marianismo. Marianismo. There you go. Yeah. And this is really just the idea that men are hogs, right? And that is just wired. It's nature that we are looking for multiple relationships, right? Although we might have let's say a monogamy, we might have a relationship with one person, still seeking sexual activity with other women. And just basing these qualities off of brave, being confident, being strong, dignified, and at the same time, just looking for pleasure, right? And in this type of ideal, this type of idea, the male usually has multiple partnerships with, let's say, like obviously they're married to one woman, but they have multiple mistresses, let's say. Okay. And in many cultures, that's still prevalent. And in forms of entertainment still, right? I'm sure you can maybe pick out a movie where this is still occurring, where it says expressed or happens in forms of relationships. Women are viewed as being more passive, right? Making them to obviously just have that one relationship with that male. Okay, they're not allowed to have any type of other relationships like the male has. It's formed based off of that caste system yet, where they are waiting till marriage for sex. And yeah, they're loyal to their husband, as the male is just a hog. Anyway, that's the viewpoint of it. And again, biologically, that's just how males are wired. And this is the societal standard of how this may be changed over time. Okay, and how we have morals, we have values that we need to be loyal to our partner. All right, anyway. So again, if anybody obviously maybe trying to justify their actions, maybe having another partner, another relationship with someone, they kind of refer to this. Well, we're pre-wired this way, right? This is biologically how we are. Well, society changes that, right? Through socialization. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. So, do you see yourself getting married in the future? Does everybody see yourself getting married here? Yeah. Yeah. Bree, you're shaking your head no. Why not?
They can only be on one person.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay.
What about,
All right. So you just can't do it. So, all right, Leah, you're shaking your head. Yeah. Why?
I don't want to die alone.
Oh my gosh, Roy. Just shaking your head. Yes. Okay. All right, Chris. What about you?
yeah, but
Not for a while. You want to be free?
You seem like marriage.
Holy
is like a
cow! They're
prison
gonna lock you
sentence.
down here.
Marriage.
You seem like it's a prison sentence.
Yeah.
Like, no, because like. when you're
Macho's
married,
here.
you gotta,
This guy
like,
here. I want to go.
No, like when you get married, you gotta like, then that starts the pressure of like having kids and like, doing all that. So like, when you're not married, then you're more, it's like.
Yeah, that's why I'm waiting. No, I'm just kidding.
It's a lot more accepted now to not have kids though, even before married.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it, with our society now and economic issues with student loans, it takes a little bit longer, right? It takes a lot longer for maybe establishment of a family to occur. And other cases, maybe not, but student loans definitely. Oh my gosh, I can't imagine that. Ooh. All right, so if so, what age are you looking to get married here, Chris? 35?
I don't want to be too old, so my kids like call me
What do you mean, like the old dad?
like old dad.
I want to be an old dad.
Yeah, but then
I want to be the one
time,
cracking
like,
jokes all the time. Like,
I don't know, maybe like 30s.
late 30s.
Or 30s.
Holy cow, jeez. I'm 27. I'm losing my hair already.
I'd say
Gain a
late
little weight
20s.
too.
Late
I would
20s
say
around
30s.
30.
Like 20s, like, you're just-
You want your play stage then, huh? Your fun stage. Okay. Leah, what about you?
I'd say for myself, probably, well, I just have a plan for my life, so probably like between like 28 and like 32.
Oh,
something like that.
wow. Okay. All right. Still. Jeez. All right. What about you, Tegan?
Never happens.
Whatever happens, it happens. All right.
Some people get married at like 60 now.
Yeah.
What it is.
I mean, my dad's getting married again here soon. He's 58.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Never
What about you,
too much.
madam?
Hopefully a year after college.
A year after college.
Oh, yeah, you did say that. You wanted to get the ball rolling right away.
See, so
huh?
don't judge me for saying you're 28.
Okay. Roy?
like
Early 30s. So I got to, wow, in your mind, I still have a few years here then, huh? God. What about you, Bree? You said you didn't want to.
No, I do.
Oh, so you're changing your mind already.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. A lot to think about, I guess. Autumn?
Yes.
When's 40 getting on a knee, huh? I'm just joking.
No,
Yeah, we got to go see Spider-Man yet, so you got to wait.
You're inviting 40.
No, he's going to Seals Row, I
Inviting
guess. That's what
40
he
and
said.
not me.
Sorry, dude. Sorry. Anyway, marriage trends obviously change. For our parents, it was like what Madden was saying, after college, after you get a house, start your career path, marriage starts, and children come right after. Now, with definitely economic factors, it takes a little bit of time. It takes a lot more time, especially to maybe get established and have that family and kids. Like I was saying right now, it's just hard to juggle really your career path, hard to juggle, still continue education and student loans. Student loans really suck. Darn it. I mean, anyway, if you go to college for a full, maybe full degree, that's awesome. Full scholarship. Softball player and soccer player here. Trojanette.
I'm basing it off academics to get scholarships.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, still a lot harder. Okay. Obviously, it's being pushed back a little bit. It's being delayed. And my grandparents always looked at me and say, why are you married yet? Why aren't you have a kid yet? It's like, whoa, back off. I'm still young. Still young. It's not like the olden days here. Anyway, I joke around with that a lot. But anymore, statistics are changing. It's not the same like it was, heck, even 10, 20 years ago. Right? Obviously, 50 years ago for my grandparents, things have changed a lot. So when it comes to forming a family or maybe marriage, things get pushed back a little bit. I'm actually getting the ball rolling here. I can't say too much because girlfriend watches the video lessons. They're recorded, so can't really say what I was looking into just yet.
She get mad at you when we're not getting married yet?
Yeah, all the time. All the time.
Nervous?
We've been together for 6 years. Yeah. Well, her parents and grandparents are getting on to me. I'm like, oh, come on.
What's the word?
Yeah, you know, stop.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You nervous?
He's acting like it's a prison sentence. He doesn't want to be
Well,
wrapped
it's,
up.
yeah, I don't look at that. I don't know, like, I don't know. Man. It's like,
We're gonna get into it, divorce rates here, but
Oh,
I mean,
oh,
Yeah.
what?
I don't know.
Why are
My
you
parents-
thinking about your
My
life?
parents didn't work out, so I mean, I look at it as like, well,
a lot
will it
of
work out for me? That's kind of like the fear.
But
You know what I
can't let
mean?
that hold you down.
I get it.
You gotta take your own risk.
I get it. That's what I hear all the time, but it's a little harder than just to throw it out of your mind just like that, right? Anyway, so 18, 19, typical first time bride, 22. Oh my gosh. So obviously you guys are saying like 30. You're saying, what did you say? 35.
I said from 30s, like. 'cause,
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I'll do it in my 20s, but like, I think for sure. like,
Definitely the age
30s.
jumped up a little bit, maybe mid 20s, even upper 20s and early 30s, right? As being more recognizable as marriage and maybe settling down with kids. It's just being pushed back a little bit. And that happens. That happens, especially with the lifespans of people just being increased, being longer. And obviously, economic factors, societal factors play a huge role in that. And cohabitation. So I already talked about that. Before we maybe get married to someone, we want to know how we are living with them before we tie the knot. And for the most part, with cohabitation, usually that extended time when maybe a breakup occurs or a breakup happens is 2 years. A year and a half. I don't know if I can make it. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. But with that being said, a lot of people like to see how it works out first before jumping full into marriage because the divorce rates at this point are alarming when looking at it, right? A lot of people say it's what, half people get married,
People nowadays give up. really
2 people
easy.
get married, and 1 person gets divorced. That's really how it kind of happens. What do you say?
So people nowadays give up really easy.
Why?
Because divorce is more accepted. So they don't care about fighting in a relationship.
Good job. I'm glad you said I don't need to really get into notes then. It is more accepted. It is more accepted. So cohabitation, living together, sexual relationship without being married. 8 times more common today than 30 years ago. So again, a lot of people view this, especially those religious families. Oh, how can you live together? You're not married yet. Well, just how society is nowadays. I want to see how it works before maybe we tie the knot or maybe see how things work. Eventually, obviously, you're with that person. You see a future with that person. All right. Okay, so cohabitation again, living together. You might not be married, might not yet tie the knot, but you see yourself with that person. You see yourself having a future with that partner. I guess I fall suit in that without some of the definition. Wait for marriage. All right, so questions here. Questions. What do you consider living with someone before getting married? Why or why not? Chris, what do you think?
That's like step to get
Okay. Testing the waters before you dive right into it.
married.
Oh, geez. Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah.
It's like these days, it's more weird to not have lived with somebody before you get married.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, what if you guys don't work out or work well together in an actual living situation?
Yeah. How about it? Especially when someone leaves cups laying around the house.
Pretty sure
Don't
it's
put them in
like-
the sink. Like it blows my mind. I don't get it. Clean the kitty litter. Why can't you do that?
Why can't you do
Good point. Don't bring that up ever again.
it?
Deegan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Why?
Let me see if I can stare.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's pretty much everybody's response to that. All right. Maybe except for you, Madden, since you want to get jumping right into it right after college. Nice. All right. What if you don't have a boyfriend now, like or girlfriend? Okay. All right.
2021, that's what we said.
What?
2021.
2021. Describe how this would be perceived by your family. Role of culture. So like I said, her grandparents especially, why you got married? This is not good. God's looking down at what? Come on now. What do you think, Leah?
My grandparents would probably want me to live with them first. Because like they'd be like, what if things don't work out and you need to see how like you guys.
So they are more acceptable of it then, huh?
Well, it's more
Living
like,
together.
I guess, yeah, I don't know, I just honestly think it's not a big deal for me these days.
That's true.
It honestly depends on your age though and how long you're together.
Do you believe it's acceptable to have children with someone you live with outside of marriage? Roy? Putting you on the spot here. You don't think so? Why not?
Just because.
Just because. No explanation. All right. Leah?
I would personally wait till after I got married to have kids. It's more stable then because after you're married, usually you're settled down together. You have a good income, your house situation is settled. So before then, if you have a kid, it's sometimes kind of unplanned and rushed and things are gonna get messy.
So like having an oopsie.
Well, that happens. Some people have that though and get married then because of that.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on. It's getting awkward. Okay. So anyway, here's just some statistics about cohabitation. So I think it's pretty. And ending before marriage, 40%, 2 years at benchmark. Said I'm a year and a half here, so we'll see what happens. Whether a male cohabitator is employed full time, significant impact duration of relationship. So I guess it kind of goes with proinquity, what we talked about with vocab term, with location definitely playing a factor, playing a role in who we're together with, who we have a relationship with. Maybe long distance relationships work. I don't know.
It's more
Maybe
accepted
for
these
some
days.
people, right? Huh?
It's more accepted these days. There's literally a show 90 Day Fiance.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, what's his name? Big Ed. Oh my God.
Big Ed. All right, let's get through divorce rates here. So 50%, not really. So it's actually, since US had 59 million married couples, so this is kind of like associated with a rough time period, a rough span, and only 1,135,000 obtained divorces in a year. The divorce rate is given a year, actually 1.9%, not 50. So the whole statistical idea of that, oh, this happens within a short time span, like in a year or two, that's not correct, right? It actually takes a little bit longer. Obviously, when you compare it, it might be closer to like 42%, 43% of marriages really end in divorce, but it's not a full 50%. So discussions, we'll just move on past that. I guess I get it, it's a sensitive topic, but children divorce, same thing, sensitive topic, but there's many viewpoints of children and how they maybe are affected by it. Usually, if the child is younger, when a divorce happens, they might be more accepting of it. Obviously, they grew up, they experience this type of I guess say living conditions underneath, and understanding what the relationship's like at a young age, and kind of deal with it a little bit more, and just be more accepting of the split in the family at a younger age than, let's say, an older age. If it happens, let's say when the person's in high school, college, it might be hard for them to handle because you have all these past memories, these experiences of your parents being together, and it's a little bit harder to, like I said, handle and understand. And it definitely plays a huge effect with people, as you can see here, the last point, forming and maintaining relationships afterwards. It's like, well, how do you, I don't know, move on from that? That's the only example, the only experience you really have of, let's say, a relationship, your parents. And looking back, it's like, well, how do you form your own? Will it work out? Will you have the same result? Can you really put your kids through that same type of, I wouldn't say trauma, but issues and problems that they faced at a young age? It's a difficult question. It's a difficult thing to obviously move past. And that's where I'll end it. There we go. So you got 3 minutes on your own. We'll finish it there.
You put Big Ed on.